Hey everyone, Video Game Lover here, and this is a long overdue video. This is the games I finished for the month of July. I finished 8 games, and without further ado, let's begin. So, first up we have Power Rangers Mega Force for the 3DS. This is like one of the only Power Rangers games to have been released for the 3DS. And, you know, first of all, based on Mega Force, that's not a good start because Mega Force was ass. But the actual game itself is not that bad. It's very easy. It's a typical 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up game with 3D elements, but it's still not a bad game in my opinion. It reminds me of Power Rangers Samurai. It's just an okay game, but it's very easy. Very easy game. I actually had a no death run until the final boss, but whatever, not a bad game. Next, I finished Frozen Olaf's Quest. By the way, these games my brother gave me because he found them really cheap. So, Frozen Olaf's Quest. It's a 2D game where you're playing as Olaf. Yeah, it was very bad. I mean, it was very forgettable. Moving along, so next I finished Star Wars Racer Revenge. This is the sequel to Star Wars Racer on N64, which I still have yet. I gotta go back and finish that game. It plays really nice, but one thing I don't like is in the original N64 game, if you crash, you start right where you crashed. But in this game, if you crash, you lose the race. So it's really, really dumb why they did this. Still, it's a fun racing game, a little bit tricky, but still a good game nonetheless. The next game I finished, I actually finished the Game Boy Color version of Star Wars Racer, and my god, that game is very punishing. Absolutely brutal. Some of the worst rubber banding you're ever going to see in a racing game. It's very hard to control in that game, and it is just brutally hard. Very, very hard game. So, I ended up finishing 2 games in the Southeast Game Exchange, believe it or not. First, I beat, I believe, Dynamite Cop 2 or 3. It was this newer version of Dynamite Cop that only was released in Japan like around, I'm gonna say 2000 or 2001. It's kind of like the original Dynamite Cop, except it's great bonkers. In this game, you like transform into certain like characters. It's really crazy. Like you can morph into a guy that looks like Bruce Lee. It was a lot of fun. It's a very fun, silly game. If you love Dynamite Cop, you'll love that one. Also, I finished The Lost World Jurassic Park, a classic light gun game by Sega, but the gun wasn't really working properly, and that's kind of the problem with a lot of the light gun games nowadays. They don't age very well. Next to it was this Lupin the Third arcade game that was like a rail shooter, and the gun didn't work. A lot of people were disappointed on it. So the next game I finished, I can't get this, there we go, jeez. Get this open. The next game I finished was Mega Man Extreme 2 on the Game Boy Color. And this game is really freaking good. This was a really, really damn good game. Plays really well. A lot of fun being Zero and X. It's basically Mega Man Extreme 1, 2, and 3, but the levels are different. So in the original Extreme, which I used to have a while ago, it was basically a watered-down version of 1 and 2. It was functional, it played really well, but it was basically a watered-down version of Mega Man 1 and 2, X 1 and 2. But this one, they actually alternated some of the level designs, and I thought that's really, really cool to give it a little bit more of an identity, and this is a really good game. The last game that I finished for the month of July is the Super Nintendo version of Adventures of Batman and Robin. So, here's the thing about this game. I have a long history with this one. I used to never like this game because I was just too used to the Genesis version. I thought the Genesis version just was a lot more funner, it was more fast paced. It was a completely different game, even though the Super Nintendo version was done by Konami. But after finally playing through the game, it's a really damn good game. It's really hard though. Like, I had a lot of trouble beating Joker, and it was only the first stage. It's a really tough game, but it's a really damn good game. The music is very good. Graphically, the game looks incredible for a Super Nintendo game. The only thing I do not like about this game is Two-Face's driving stage. I thought that level was awful. Absolutely awful. The controls are so weird. And it's really weird because they did Batman Returns, and they got the controls well in that driving stage, so what the hell happened here? But other than that, it's a really good game. I still prefer the Genesis version to this very day. But if you're a fan of the animated show, I highly recommend the Super Nintendo version as well. It's a really, really good game. And an honorable mention, the Game Boy version of Batman the Animated Series is also really good. So, anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Video Game Lord 58, sign out.